Hey everyone, it's Zach with Palantir Research. Is Palantir hitting some quiet jabs at Amazon after they announced Q? Palantir released a blog post talking about Apollo, and what I found interesting was their introduction, that they specifically mentioned Amazon as an example here. Now, I don't know if it is a coincidence or intentional timing considering Amazon Q came out this week and it was announced, and basically used all of Palantir's talking points for AIP since enterprise customers are looking for those same points of privacy, security, and guardrails. But the more I read here, actually, there were some points where I kind of laughed that they're subtly using Amazon as the punching bag or the bad example of doing things, and then at least replacing them with some kind of analogy with Apollo. Now note, it's a really small and targeted process here from Amazon on Mackinac Island, but still they do it here, and it's just funny timing wise to me that Palantir is pointing this out specifically in the blog post. But either way, let's just get into the article. The intro here basically introduces the topic in an easily consumable manner, talking about Amazon and delivery, and we all know that they're the king of delivery right now, but point out that they keep some of these weird off gaps just because they still exist, like using a ferry and then horseback ride to deliver to Mackinac Island in Michigan. So Palantir rolls right into the pitch saying if you're a government agency or a highly regulated entity, there are constraints too, but still you want to have that security needed, like classified enclaves or disconnected devices or just remote networks in order to maintain compliance or security, and then bam, they introduce Apollo. So just let me know below if you think this was intentional or just a coincidence that they used this example out of the many they could have instead. But back to the meat and potatoes, the article discusses Palantir's Apollo's approach to deploying software in both classified and unclassified air-gapped environments. So that's particularly within the context of national security missions here, but the traditional methods of transferring software in those kind of environments involve manual steps. So that includes burning physical DVDs and then physically having to transfer them since it's a physical medium. And that's of course going to lead to delays and inefficiencies there. And we all probably have our own version of that at our own workplaces or personal lives, but either way, the article sets it up to introduce Palantir's solution, highlighting the Apollo platform's hub and spoke architecture. So the Apollo platform includes a SaaS hub, and that's operating as that central control plane here, managing various spoke environments. However, in an air-gapped scenario, there's a different architecture, and that's known as Apollo remote hubs, and that's used instead. So these remote hubs reside in the constrained networks, and that manage spoke environments using a copy of the product catalog from the SaaS hub. And then while this process still involves a manual sneaker net step, it significantly improves efficiency by transmitting only net new, intelligently compressed items for transfer at that point. So in conjunction with these, the article then introduces a new capability also called Palantir Binary Transfer Service, or BTS. So BTS aims to enhance the software's deployment process by automating the transfer of SaaS-generated bundles to targeted environments securely and efficiently. So this eliminates the need for manual workflow, such as burning that DVD and physically transferring them. So then the Palantir BTS module, leveraging AWS Diode as a cross-domain solution, addresses that challenge there related to increasing throughput rate, and that's securely automating the file transfer process and ensuring the security integrity of the software's transfer as well. And then they of course need to point out it's like the Amazon example again, being replaced by drones instead. So who knows, maybe Palantir just gave Amazon a great idea for Mackinac Island. But either way, the Palantir BTS model is presented as a solution that not only streamlines software deployment in air-gapped environments, but also meets that stringent security requirement here. It's of course been accredited by the U.S. government's agency, including FedRAMP, DoD IL5, IL6, and then ICD 503. And basically that's the foundation too, if you know about the FedStart program, which brings immense value to startups here. So the article then though also concludes by inviting readers, including government agencies and software vendors, to explore how that Palantir BTS module can facilitate secure and efficient software deployments in those environments and security boundaries. So I know this might be a slightly more technical article than the audience is used to, but I think here the importance really is that there's more and more users that can come upon this blog post and just get interest in Palantir's products offering, especially in secure environments, and then think about Apollo. And then also in regards to jabbing Amazon, I know it'd be all in good fun, of course, and it wasn't malicious here, but the couple times that they referred to the Amazon Mackinac Island example, I just couldn't help but draw the connection with them releasing Amazon Q this week, and then Palantir trying to at least hit back in their own way, saying we can replace this process and we've got security in our own reputation since the beginning with the highest level of government. But I'll leave it up to you to think that, but who knows, maybe I'm just grasping at straws here.